Good morning, boys and girls. I hope that you are enjoying the reading of Dear Miss LaRue, Letters from Obedience School. I know that I'm enjoying it. I know that Lucia and Ike are also enjoying receiving your letters. They are so excited to get to them and to see them, and they are working really hard to respond to them. If you haven't gotten yours in yet, it's not too late. Go ahead and send it in. I also hope you continue to put those wanted posters up. They are looking for those as they're walking around the neighborhood. Today we're going to finish the story. I hope you enjoy it. And at the end of the story, I'll come back. I have a couple of tasks for you to do at the end of the story. Okay, enjoy.
Hi, Polk School students, second graders. Lucia and I are back to finish the book about Ike LaRue, aren't we, Lucia? But first, we want to thank you for writing letters to both Lucia and to Ike. Here's one to Lucia. Dear Lucia, please walk by my house on Taylor Avenue. I drew a picture of it, so you know it's mine. I will come out and pet you. Then you won't be bored. Love, S. on Taylor Avenue. And here's one to Ike. Dear Ike, I'm sorry you were in jail. Maybe you could play tic-tac-toe with the nice policeman. I don't suppose they do Minecraft there, do they? How is the food? I made a poster and put it in my window. Hope you get out soon. Love, me, from Pope. And here's a picture of the poster. Two cats. Pretty cool picture. Nice art job. Very nice. And by the way, I think Ike would say the food is only so-so, you know how prison food is. Not that good. So, here we are. We're going to finish the story. When we left last time, Ike was in jail, was very sad, had been accused of catnapping. And when we start the story today, guess what? LaRue flees custody. The cats are still missing. Just days after being captured, Ike LaRue escaped. He just sort of walked out, admitted Officer Louis Sparky Waldorf. LaRue is considered a suspect in the disappearance of two cats. Well, we've all been distracted by some canary burglaries, so we haven't had time to be looking for the Hibbins cats. So there were two canaries and a mynah bird stolen from a pet store, and we just can't figure out who would commit such crimes. Well, students and Lucia, who do you think? I'm guessing I know. We'll see. Here's a letter from Ike to Mrs. LaRue. Dear Mrs. LaRue, yes, I have escaped. Today, my investigation led me to a pigeon named Rocco. Home. Half his family was attacked by, you guessed it, cats. It seems even our lovely feathered friends aren't safe from these little monsters. It's clear to me that I have to find the Hibbins cats right away, just for the safety and the good of the city. Right? Yes. Dear Mrs. LaRue, I followed a tip up here to the Trundlebrook Cattery. I wanted to find out if a valuable cat was behaved any better than those little monsters I've been chasing. In fact, they told me that the only way to keep a small animal safe is to keep a cat inside. Look at that. Look at that. Dear Mrs. LaRue, the news today is all about the latest canary burglary. Only this time the criminals made off with two parrots and a mynah bird. Well, have you noticed that all this began after those cats disappeared? Of course, a dog must follow his instincts. And so, students, I was so happy to see all of those posters up, the missing cat posters. Here are a couple more. Look at that. Yes, I know. See those? Right. Dear Mrs. LaRue, welcome welcome home. So guess what? His owner's home and he can't go. I wish I could be there to greet you properly, but as you know, I am on the lam. In fact, there are posters of me up all over town, and I've had to go into hiding. Yes, it's not safe for me. I have to follow my instincts though, and I'm gonna find those cats and find a way to tip off the police, because I think I know where they are. So, students, this is Ike, and he's got binoculars, as you can see. And he sees those cats up on the fire escape, and they have masks on in case you can't see from where you are. Yeah. Dear Mrs. LaRue, just this morning, I discovered that the very first canary burglary started right here on this fire escape where the cats disappeared. I know they're going to return to the scene of the crime, so I just called the police. Wait, I think I see them up on the fire escape. Gotta go, gotta go. Cats rescued. LaRue saves the day. So, responding to an anonymous tip, the police rushed last night to the pet emporium where they were able to help Ike, the hero dog, rescue his 2 cats. The cats appeared healthy and very well fed. To tell the truth, we had considered the dog a suspect, especially after he escaped. But now we see he was simply determined to help save his friends. He was searching for the cats all this time. I am so proud of Ike. So proud of my Ike. And Mrs. Hibbins, who had been critical before, said, I completely misjudged Ike. I never knew he cared so much about my cats. And so the cats are back, and the story is going to end. Dear Mrs. LaRue, unfortunately you can't believe everything you read in the newspaper. I'm afraid the police must judge the situation. Instead of making an arrest of those cats, they made it a rescue. Somehow humans are never able to see the truth about cats. For me, that's the real mystery. But the police are a swell bunch. See you soon, Ike. Ta-da! LaRue named honorary detective, and he's praised in a ceremony. And they even gave him a badge. What he did there was first-rate police work, said Chief Detective Mavis Bickle. I'm sure he'll be a credit to the force. And even the canary burglars seem to have ended. I wonder why. When asked what duties Ike LaRue might be expected to perform, the detective smiled and said, if he keeps an eye on those wonderful cats, that'll be enough for us. And there is Ike with those 2 cats. And that's the end of the story. So thank you for listening to and reading with Lucia and me. And now Mrs. Burdett has an assignment for you based on the story. So we'll see you soon. And don't forget to wash your paws. Bye now.
Boys and girls, isn't that a great story? I really enjoyed it. And I appreciate Mrs. Horsley and Lucia reading it to us today. One thing I'd like you to do now that we've finished the story is I'd like you to look at the story from a different point of view. As you know, point of view is how the main character is thinking or feeling during the story. And in this story, it's all from Ike's point of view. And I want you to now look at the story from a different point of view and first think to yourself about some of the other characters and think, I wonder how the Hibbins cat is thinking or feeling. I wonder how Mrs. LaRue is thinking or feeling. What about Mrs. Klondike? Or maybe another character that stood out to you in the story. What I'd like you to do now is to write a paragraph and draw a picture of another character in the story and tell what you believe their point of view of the different events in the story. and then I want you to share it with me at my email. And I can't wait to see all of your responses. And don't forget to keep those letters coming to Lucia. She can't wait to respond. And the same for Ike. Thanks.